dicky tummy. For those of you who don't understand the English paraphrase, it means I'm a bit sensitive around like certain types of food. And the Great Hall, they used to have these massive feasts that were incredible on the first hour of them producing it, but when you've been filming it for 2 weeks, they more or less just keep microwaving the same food constantly, and I would be particularly sensitive to that. So that was about as challenging mentally as it got. Physically, there were things, obviously, it got hot or it got cold, or you had a harness attached to your private parts that were whisking you across the room, etc. Broomsticks were a little tough for that same reason. That's about as challenging as it got, I think, really, or difficult, rather.
Well, difficult, yeah, there's physical things that were hard, getting winched and pulled and smacked about, but one of the hardest things is that although the films run on fast, they're actually really slow to make, and there's tons and tons and tons of waiting around. And if you're in a really big scene where you don't have much to do, like the beginning of Deathly Hallows Part 1, they were at Malfoy Manor and everybody's sitting at the long table there. It took weeks and weeks and weeks to film, and we had to pretend to look at Nagini when there wasn't anything there. And I knew I had this one little bit where Voldemort comes around and takes my wand and snaps it. It's just, you spend a long time, you go for a lot of naps, you eat a lot of chocolate, you watch amazing actors do their stuff, and it finally gets to you, and you've just got 5 minutes to do the bit that will end up in the film. And Rafe Fiennes, who is a very fun, lovely man, but when he was Voldemort, he was very, very intimidating. And I wanted him to pause behind my chair and do the bit with me. And when we got to it, he just walked by me and went to somebody else. And I thought, I've been waiting 3 weeks for this, he's not going to do it. And then he kind of half turned around, he half came back with half a sneer. And he took my wand and he said, "What is this?" And I said, "Dragon Heartstring." And he just snapped it. And I was about to, I don't know what I was about to do, and he just moved on again. And I went, "I've been waiting 3 weeks for that moment." But actually, of course, he was absolutely right, because in the film it looks like what it is, which is a man getting castrated at his dinner table in front of all of his friends. So, yeah, that was embarrassing both for me and Lucius, I thought.
Speaking of waiting, I recall that scene as well, because Griphook gets brought in, is it halfway through that scene in the Malfoy Manor? I just remember there were 3 days where you were put through 4 hours of getting all these prosthetics on, which I still don't know how you have the patience to do so. But you weren't even used. As if they would get ready for a scene that was hopefully to feature work, and they never got round to it for whatever reasons.
It happens a lot. Yeah, it's that thing of, though, you kind of always, you sit in your training